Dear friends, welcome to my video. In this video, I'll show you how to check whether a word is palindrome or not in your Android app. So let's begin. So this is more of a algorithm kind of app development and not much focus on the UI perspective or something. So I'll just name this my palindrome app. You can name anything. Click finish. So yeah, once your layout or the ID loads up, it will come like this. So you'll create a very simple layout. Probably I'll just have one plain text from where I'll take the input of the word from the user and a button which will be used to show or trigger the check, and this text view which is by default I will use it for the status. So I'll just name it as text view status. You can name anything, this id, and this id is what we will refer in our java code to associate our local variable to this particular widget. Button name probably I'll give is check palindrome. Again, you can name it anything, it doesn't matter, and we have to give the constraints, of course. And apart from that, I think that's all. And in this edit text, again, id is by default given some person name. I think I'll change it to uh, input very input word. Yeah. And okay, click yes. That is changed to all the places where it is used, this particular id, but I think till now it won't have been used at many places. Okay, apart from that, I think I will give you some hint. Say for example, uh, uh, type your word here, and that's all. And I think probably I'll make the alignment of the text as center, so that it will looks nice. It will come from the middle. Okay, that's all. There are few warnings. I think this is mostly for the okay autofill. For this, I'll just say yes. It should have autofill feature and few hard coded text for which I'll create the respective resource. Perfect. So I think from layout perspective we are done, and now we'll quickly jump to our Java code, and this will also be pretty much simple. First and foremost, I'll create a public method button check palindrome, and this button will check whether my uh, or this method will be triggered whenever this particular button is clicked. So I'll just set the on click attribute of this button so that this button gets associated with this particular, okay, I don't know, yeah, with this button or with this method. And I will also create few class variables, say for example text view, to associate it with the status. I think spelling is wrong, though it won't matter, but it's always good to have the correct spelling. And also I will also take another class variable edit text, and edit text for input word. Again, you can name these variables anything, and in your own create, I think you can create it anywhere, but I think I'll prefer to associate this with the widget using the find view by id r.id dot text view status, the id which we gave in the our xml file or in the layout, if you recall. So these are the id which we are using it in our java code. Going back, I'll also do the same for the edit text, find view by id dot id dot edit text input word. Perfect. So now we are done. I think now I'll start my main logic, which will be in this method, and this is the main part of this particular code. Yeah, first and foremost, I will just create a probably a character array from the input what is entered by the user. So I can just have a, say for example, char input. You can name this variable anything, and yeah, and this get text dot to string, and from to string I will convert it to array, character array, using to cat array API. Okay, and then also I will try to get the length of this int length. I will be using this length to check my palindrome, whether this particular input word is a palindrome or not. And for that, what I will do is I'll just use this character input dot length API, and this will give me the this one, the length. Perfect. What else? Probably I'll create a local variable which will keep a record whether palindrome or not. So is it palindrome, and by default I'll keep it true. And in the method, in the loop, I'll check whether it's if it's not palindrome, I'll change this variable to false. Now I will loop around. So this is the critical part. Just see nicely. So we will have to loop from the 0th index till the uh, length, whatever the length of the variable is, divided by 2. And why we have to do divided by 2 is because, say for example, the length is of 10 characters, we should only check till 5 characters, and we will compare with the first 5 characters to the last 5 characters. So that's why we just need to uh, do it till the first half. And I plus plus, perfect. And what else we'll need is, inside this we'll just directly check whether the character input what we have got of the ith, the yeah, this is equal or not equal. Probably I'll explain you why we are checking for not equal shortly. If this is not equal to, and we'll check from the back side, the end side, and the end side will be the, of course, the length, input length -1. Why we have to do -1 is because, say for example, the length of the character is 10, but the last index will be 9 and not 10, so we have to always do -1. And then minus to this will be the I, the index with which we are checking up. Okay, so if this is not equal to true, then that means this last character, first character and last character is not same. Or say for example, in second iteration, the second character and the second last character is not same. So in that case, we'll change this variable, the boolean that is palindrome, to false. And yeah, so this is what you should be careful about. And once you have done that, I think that's all in the for loop. Probably what we can do is also we can break. No point running it further, because the moment you, even a single character is not matching, you just know it's not palindrome, and we can just break, and we can go ahead and just check or no, print the status that if it's palindrome, that means it has never gone inside this part, and it has never become false. So if it's true, then we should, what we should do is we should text set the status as set text, and we can just say palindrome. Again, you can type it anything here. And if it's not palindrome, else what we should do is we should say we should type respective status here, so we can say not palindrome. Perfect. I think more or less our code is done. I'll run this in an emulator and see how it comes up. Perfect. So I think our emulator has come up. I'll just bring this side by side, and this is the layout which we had designed, and here we'll put our input which will come as edit text. So say for example, there are few palindrome words which I know, say for example civic, because if you see C, C, I, and V are equal. So I was expecting, yeah, and if you see the result, it says palindrome. That's, I think, from this year. But if you change it to something else, say for example civica or something like that, okay, that is what my expectation was, that is not palindrome. What else we can do is probably we can check label, and it's palindrome, of course. There are other few words like race car, which is also a palindrome, because if you see RAC, E is the central middle number, so it will, of course, a palindrome. So this code word works for both even number and the odd number of the characters. So here it's I think it's 3, 3, 6, and 7 characters. Okay, and perfect. Okay, one more thing probably I would like to show you is, say for example in race car, if I make the first character as capital, then it depends how you want to really design your code. In this code, since we are comparing here directly the character input, so here it will be comparing the ASCII code of each and every character, and ASCII code of capital R and small r will not be same, so it will say not palindrome. That's what it was expected. So if you really want to make it same, what you can do over here is probably you can convert the strings which you obtain to a particular case. So after this, you can just make it as a 2 uppercase or 2 lowercase, depending upon your choice, and then you can avoid this kind of case sensitivity. But I will leave it over here right now because I want to keep it case sensitive and not a case insensitive. And yeah, so it will be palindrome. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show. I hope this video is useful to you. If you have any questions or suggestions, then please put in the comment section, and if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you and bye.